Welcome to Oddly Coded, where we grapple with life's hardest questions like which genitals should I pick in Baldur's Gate 3 and what exactly are their perks? We're going to answer that later today in our segment, but let's make sure I remember everybody's names. You're STEEJ? Is that right?
No, I'm STEEJ.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm STEEJ, the roguelike bard on in some places, and yeah, I'll be joining you from my office that is probably gonna look better as the night goes on, lighting wise.
And your name is Dan?
It's me, your boy, youtube.com/Ridian. I haven't made that joke in a hot minute, but I still can. Holy shit. My lighting will forever stay the same because I have blackout curtains. Get fucked.
Nice. Hey.
And we've also got LYLE, except he's not here right now, but he's
dead.
Well, he's here. He's not dead.
He's here in spirit. He'll always be right here in our hearts.
And the bottom right corner.
In the
He'll
bottom
always
right
be there,
corner
too.
of my lungs.
I'm the bottom right corner. He's the top right, I thought.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he's
Steve,
the
you're
top
the one
right.
editing it. Which one is he?
I was just gonna flip everyone around.
Okay,
What are we talking about today, Matt?
We're going to talk about video games because that's what Oddly Coded is about. But more specifically, I know we did talk about Baldur's Gate 3 a second ago. I just had to talk about that. We will get back to that. However, the main topic for today is going to be Starfield, the next massive RPG coming from Bethesda. There's a lot of hype surrounding this. It is an extremely ambitious game with so many new customization features. There's 1,000 planets, and for some reason only 10% of them are like inhabited. But what do you guys think about Bethesda's upcoming game Starfield? What have you guys heard about it so far?
Well, first of all, when is it releasing? Is there
I
a
think
release
it's
date?
later this year. It's in October.
Have they given the definitive date?
It
Or
is
is it in
September
November?
6th. At the
Shit.
time that this uploads, it will be 23 days away.
That's way faster.
September
What?
6th? Nice.
Yeah, it was going to
That's
release
exciting.
last November, but I think it was actually Xbox that pushed it back. They came down to Bethesda and were like, this isn't ready. Let's
better
make
on
sure
them. Better
we
on
have
them,
a good
you know?
game here.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We don't want another Fallout 76.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that last
Heyo.
time. I mean, we made the snide comment about, Cyberpunk 2077. But, and we know this is Bethesda, who is very well known for their buggy games that work just well enough to be part of the cultural zeitgeist.
Beautifully buggy games.
They're beautifully buggy, exactly.
that's the
Do
best
you guys
thing
expect
about
the
them.
same for Starfield?
I think it wouldn't be a Bethesda game without bugs, and it also
Yeah.
wouldn't be a Bethesda game without mods to fix those bugs.
I don't
True.
think it'll be nearly as bad as it has been because this is their first title in general and their partnership with Xbox. So them pushing it back like almost a couple of months to a year, like it was supposed to come out at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But like y'all were saying, it got pushed back. I think
And then it got pushed back again to
the
September.
big reason
good.
they're probably doing that is because they were just like, yeah, this is too Bethesda-y. We need it to. We need you guys to dial it back a little
We
bit
need
so
to
people aren't
Microsoft
complaining.
this a little bit.
Yeah, we need to make sure people actually buy this game. And so I'm hoping that it's not going to be nearly as bad. It's probably going to have some stuff that keeps that same charm of it just being like a dragon glitching up in the air while you're just walking around, just stretching and squashing and going up into the atmosphere and shit like that.
Harmless things.
I really hope it's not going to be anything like game breaking because there's a few in the Elder Scrolls games that I can think of that I've personally ran into, and oh my god, I had to start over an entire run because of some of those glitches.
Do you remember one?
It was from the College of Winterhold quest in Skyrim. You had to talk to a specific person, but that specific person disappeared from the game entirely, so I couldn't continue. What sucks is that this was on the PlayStation 3 version, which was the least pampered to version.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck about the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's whatever. I mean, Sony fans be hating, but at least they got Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Speaking of console games, this is not going to be coming to the PlayStation, and I think that is a first for Bethesda.
It is.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah,
I don't think I realized
it is going
that.
to be an Xbox exclusive, but you also get it on PC.
But PC, okay.
So PC players will be able to play it. PlayStation will not be able to play it. And to get back a little bit into Baldur's Gate, something that's kind of interesting that's happening here, since it is Baldur's Gate is on PC only right now. It does have a release date for PlayStation. However, it's supposed to come to the Xbox, but because of limitations with the Xbox Series S, the lower tier of their newest generation, they don't have a release date yet. So Sony is going to actually get now they're in completely different universes, but they're two massive RPGs. And right now we've got Baldur's Gate 3, which is going crazy. People
it's taking the world by storm.
It really is. Like, honestly, like people are already saying Game of the Year for it.
Yeah.
And it's making waves, and not just because you can choose your genitals.
Yesterday?
I think the question we need to be asking is, will Starfield have a dick slider?
If it doesn't, they're making a massive
Which
mistake.
is also my private investigator name, Dick Slider.
It's also the sandwich I give to people that are mean at a bar. The dick slider.
Hey, would you just take a look at this dick slider here? Does that look all right to you?
Does this look infected to you?
Strange
Nice
topping
Lilo
on
and
the
Stitch
sandwich.
reference. Jeez. Oh my god.
Full
That's a
points.
deep
Full
cut right
points.
there. Any Lilo and Stitch fans out there? All of
Please.
you? Cool.
Okay.
Steve, are you watching this
Better be.
podcast right now? You're a Lilo and Stitch fan.
Yeah, probably.
You're talking to yourself.
It's me.
What were we-
I'm the Lilo and Stitch fan.
But yeah, Baldur's Gate, outside of the Dick Slider, has really been making waves. I have admittedly only seen like some headlines and some stuff like that, but the vibe that I'm getting from it is that a bunch of like AAA companies are upset because the game is so good. They're basically just like, how dare you release a completely finished, unbuggy for the most part, and complete with as many features as the imagination can handle game, whenever we can't do the same thing with all the same resources. That's the vibe I'm getting from that. Am I pretty on the ball?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
How
there
dare
was
you
actually
release
there was
a sports game that you have to pay for the ball for the game to be played.
I bought the game though. I have to pay extra for the ball.
It's just
game
a
looked
soccer game
exactly
and a
the
bunch of guys
same.
are just running around on the field, like not doing anything.
Yeah, it's just a really photorealistic, just LeBron James just being like, and he doesn't have a ball.
He goes to like get the pass and like just nothing happens.
He's in
and then you
normal
soft lock
clothing.
the game.
In normal clothing, not even a jersey. You gotta pay for the jersey.
Yeah. But is there a dick slider?
Yes. Specifically, yes. That is a big feature coming to the game.
That's a DLC though.
It's a dice roll.
Yeah.
That is the new norm. That's the new baseline. Oops.
And I
That's the
love
new
it.
baseline to say what is a good game
I
or not.
love
Do you
that,
have the dick
though.
slider?
Yeah.
That's the thing
Yeah.
because
It
like,
used to
the
be can you
meme-
pet the dog, and now it's do you have a dick slider?
The meme was always like the gigantic extremities sliders for like big like old school like wrestling games. Like you could have a dude
where
with,
you
like,
have
a
guys that are just like filling the
ginormous
whole
dumpy.
screen with their biceps.
Yeah, there's that, and also most people just gave him a huge ass.
You've gotta. So
But now
to get back into Starfield just a little
you got
bit.
a dick.
There's a lot riding on this, not just for Bethesda, but also for
Good pun.
Xbox, since they don't really have anything else. I mean, like they've got a ton. They've been just buying developers and just having them make games, but it's nothing. It's not selling their console at all. So this is supposed to be a massive console seller, and there are a lot of concerns that people are having with what they've seen from some of the videos of gameplay, and just generally, we've already talked a bit about Bethesda's history with buggy games. What kind of things do you guys want to see from Starfield, knowing that you guys have like Fallout and Skyrim experience?
Other than the dick slider. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, because that's a given.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't as big as the game is purported to be, with as many planets as it's going to have. I do fear that it's not gonna have a lot of depth. Like, you'll go to different planets, and like of the 1,000 planets that you can go to, which is insane. Like, you
Over
may
1,000.
never visit all of it. Some people will probably make it a challenge to actually visit every planet
sure.
you possibly can. But even if you do that, that'll probably take like, I don't know, 100, 200, 300 hours just to do that, just
Absolutely.
to visit the planet, not even explore the planets, just visit each
Touch
planet.
down and leave.
And
Yeah, basically.
Especially thinking about how No Man's Sky went.
Yeah.
That is immediately a concern with this spacefaring. It's a Bethesda flavored No Man's Sky. Some people are saying, like, it's got so many of the same elements.
I feel
a lot of
that
people
way
have the same
about it.
concerns.
I really do.
Is this going to have aspects of random generation to it, or is it all predetermined planets?
I think it's predetermined.
My
Like-
thing is that I'm
Okay.
pretty sure, because I watched the direct on it,
Yeah.
or at least that portion of the direct on it. I believe what they said, and feel free to quote me on this. I'm pretty sure that every run that you do is a random seed,
Okay.
and they're all randomized except for the story planets.
Sure. So there
The
are
story
set
planets
story planets.
Yeah, the set story planets are the ones that you go to where you got to do so you're the guy from the space. And go get me 10 bear pelts for 100 gold. Yeah,
You wake
straight
up from cryo sleep and he's like, "Hey, you're finally awake."
I hate to say this, but I was looking at the Starfield direct, and that's pretty much exactly it. Like, yo, you've been unconscious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Welcome back.
Is it
They-
really?
yeah, straight
Oh
up.
my
No,
God. 'Cause
they
I
showed
saw-
the beginning portion of that. Absolutely.
I
It's-
saw some of the direct, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Like, when was
the
that? Like, a
only
month
thing
ago, 2
missing
months
is
ago?
that you're not going to get executed. Like, that's
Yeah.
the only thing missing. I'm
there's-
pretty sure you're in a prison.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're either in a prison or something along those lines, or you might just be waking up, which would
Yeah.
be a Fallout New Vegas, 2. Which, if they want to make a fun game, make Fallout New Vegas 2. You hear that, Obsidian? You haven't been doing much since the one game you made flopped. Make
What was that
The
called
Outer
again?
Worlds?
Outer Worlds, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that for like a week, and then it dropped off the face of the planet.
Because Outer Wilds
looked
is
good.
the game that everyone loves. That's not a Bethesda or a Obsidian game. That's the one everyone loves. I think it's
tried playing Outer Worlds, and
It's-
I had some fun with it. Like, I played a little bit of it, and it was all right. It was definitely something that I probably wouldn't play again.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel about Starfield, if I'm honest with you. I'll probably grab it. I'll probably play it for a little while, and then if it just ceases to become fun for me, I'll just pretend it's 2011 again, and have a guy be like, "Hey, you're finally awake."
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yes, I'm back home. Wonderful. This is great.
I might get it. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not yet, because the way I've always been with RPGs is, like, whenever it comes to, like, fantasy, I'm always much more interested in, like, I guess what you would call, like, high fantasy rather than, like, science fiction.
Okay.
Like, I not that I don't think it's cool, but I have my doubts about it, and I think kind of like my approach with a lot of games, especially AAA titles lately, has been, I'm going to watch some other people play it first. I'm going to watch some
there with
streams.
you, yeah.
I'm going to check it out. Maybe if some friends get it, like, watch them play it on Discord or something, and then make my decision about that. Because I'll happily spend $10, $20 here and there for some indie games that are fully developed and really freaking fun, than spend $60, now $70 on a lot of AAA titles.
Well, yeah, this one's
and
going to
then
be
it
$70.
flops. Yeah, and I end up
I'm
hating
definitely
it.
not pre-ordering. That's
No.
just
Absolutely.
not going to happen.
The only game that I'm even considering pre-ordering right now is Spider-Man 2, because of all the shit that you get with it. Because you get 10 extra suits, for both. I think it's 5 per spider guy because you're playing as Peter and Miles Morales in both in this game. And like during the story, it's switching between their 2 perspectives. It's dope as fuck. It's like some GTA 5 type shit.
Yeah.
And then I believe you get, I don't know if it's the collector's edition where you get this, but it's a PVC statue of both of them like fighting Venom.
Oh,
it's dope as fuck.
That's cool.
It does sound pretty.
It's gonna be cool, and I'm sure that you guys have seen the PlayStation 5 covers for it, right?
No,
I have not.
I don't really follow the Spider-Man
Look it up.
games.
I don't have a
Look it
PlayStation,
up.
so
Yeah.
I have a
Look
PlayStation
it up.
2. Right
Well,
there.
what's it? What
It's,
is it called? Dan?
It's the collector's edition PS5 Spider-Man 2 covers, like for the actual PS5, because you can take off the white covers. They're dope as fuck. I love them.
neat.
And and it comes with a controller too, so it's cool. Unfortunately, it is now completely and utterly unavailable
Yeah.
because people ruined it. Not even because it sold out, because people ruined it. They graphics carded it.
I'll put it in the.
I don't understand what you mean.
Whenever the new 30 series from Nvidia came out, everybody that wanted to mine cryptocurrency to get 0.00001 of Bitcoin snatched up all of the 30 series cards and ruined it for everyone else. You couldn't get 3050 3 years ago for more than $5,000.
Are they mining Bitcoin with PlayStation covers?
No. They're just doing it. They're just doing it so they can resell them because it's a collector's item.
Oh, they're reselling. Okay, they're scalping. They're scalping.
Yeah, it's
okay,
scalpers.
got it. Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
I posted
Yes,
it, Matt. I posted it in the.
They're
in the
they're
Discord
using it
if
so
you
they can
wanna see
tape
it.
them together and to make really cool looking snowboards.
Really?
No,
I'll believe anything you say, man. Like
I would do it.
You're the Spider-Man expert of this group. I'll believe anything you say about Spider-Man.
that does look really cool, though.
Yeah.
Right? Because the symbiote is going to be a big part of that game, and so I know that we're going really off track with a whole different company
That's
over
fine.
here, but I
fine.
fucking love Spider-Man 2. I love like the look of it, the whole symbiote taking over Peter in some of the footage that we've been shown. Oh my god!
I know that like if I were to buy a PlayStation, it would be for Spider-Man. Like because I can't really play. I think it did come out on PC recently.
But
it
the
would
first
be
one
to
did.
play that game.
Yeah.
Like
You can honestly just wait until it comes out on PC because PlayStation Studios is a new branch off of PlayStation in general that is just solely responsible for taking all of the cool ones and putting them on PC, which is why God of War and Ragnarok are both on PC. Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales are both on PC now thanks to them, in 4K and 60 FPS nonetheless, and also widescreen support. So I mean they're not only making ports, but they're making them better.
Nice.
And then, not to mention, they also added fucking mod support for all of them.
whoa.
So
That is actually huge.
Okay,
Yeah, have
Xbox
people
is
made
dead.
cool mods?
Xbox, you're dead to me.
Spider-Man,
Just stop.
No, listen. Spider-Man, like watching the cutscenes where Spider-Man jumps out of a window as Shrek. Are you fucking kidding me? And obviously all of the cool ones, but I'm only going to get the ones where he's jumping out of the window as Shrek, he's going up and fighting bad guys as Donatello from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's see, what else do we have? I think that there's one where he's a giant bottle of ketchup. It's great.
It's just top tier memes right there.
The
No,
modding
dude,
community
I
never
love
ceases
it.
to amaze me.
I love it. And
Everything
Miles
from
Morales is
Ketchup
even worse.
Spider-Man to Macho Man Randy Savage Dragons in Skyrim.
Miles
So-
Morales is even worse. There's even worse mods in that shit.
Oh no.
Of course, there's a mod that I love in Miles Morales where they give every character a huge dumpy. Like, all the NPCs, Miles Morales is just fucking thick up.
Yeah.
All the villains, everybody. Doesn't matter.
I mean, that is something that Bethesda does have going for it, is their incredible mod support. It's expected of a Bethesda game to get modded into oblivion. Pun not intended until right now. Now it's intended. I intended that.
Nice.
I mean, they even have a mods tab for most of their console releases anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started with the special edition for Skyrim, and then Fallout 4 had it, and then 76 had it, but nobody cares about that because you can't make that game any better. I hate that game, by the way, audience. If anybody didn't know that,
If anyone didn't catch that,
no,
if you didn't pick up on
if
that.
anybody didn't notice that, they wasted a lot of time on a piece of trash.
What made it so bad?
I just listen, man. There's no like step forward. There was no step forward between the two games. We also had no idea what we were getting into because they showed the trailer and that was it for the next year and a half until they were just like, all right, here's the game. It's also going to be way too much money. And my main issue is
But they
that
need money. They need your money.
my thing is that whenever it first
They're
came
a small
out,
indie company.
whenever it first came out, you got a new area in West Virginia. And the whole area was honestly not. It was barely touched by the nuclear attacks, because the closest one would have been dropped in D.C. and then there was another one that got dropped in Boston, which is where Fallout 4 takes place, right? And so West Virginia is kind of in that sweet spot that nothing's going to get really touched.
Yeah.
And so in this version of the story, it only took them 25 years to get themselves back up and running again, which is why you have a lot more society, you have a lot more people that are fucking alive, and then in the places where it is kind of fucked, you have things like Mothman, and so, I mean, there's some redeeming qualities.
That sounds kind of
Hold on,
cool,
was
actually.
Mothman in Fallout 76?
He is. He is a character you can find.
Okay, I might play it now.
Give it a
That's worth
shot,
it.
see what you like. I didn't care for it.
Is it on
I
Steam?
feel like it's on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's on most things.
Get it, play it for 2 hours, and then if you don't like it, you can refund it.
I can continue. I can open up the next episode with how much I hate it.
I've got some people on my Discord that also play Fallout 76. Apparently, it kind of went the way of No Man's Sky. How like No Man's
Where it
Sky
got
got
better?
a lot better.
Yeah.
And Fallout 76 got a lot better. But it's
That's
also
what I've
it's
been
hard for me
hearing.
to forgive a game once they do that.
I think that's the case with a lot of games. Like, even though No Man's Sky, like, the developers were like, yo, we hear you, we messed up real bad.
It took
And
them a
then-
minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It really took them a while.
I
it
know.
took 'em
And
maybe
what
like
I'm
3
saying
years.
is like, at that point, it's like you're just trying to salvage whatever you can. And like, good on them for repairing the game, making it better, getting rid of like the bugs or whatever, giving it content. But like, at that point, it's kind of a little bit too late. Like, you might still end up making a profit, you might still end up doing well, but you're never going to do as good as you would have done if you would have released the game just
It's kind of got a little. It's kind of got a little niche community going about it now.
yeah, and that's good. That's great. I'm
Which is
definitely
great, 'cause,
happy
I
to
mean,
hear that.
I
Fallout
played
76
it
or No Man's
recently.
Sky?
Probably both.
No Man's
Yeah.
Sky.
Yeah, I was gonna
Fallout
say both,
76. Fallout 76 has a community, but it's the people that love Fallout but are refusing to let go.
Yeah, probably.
What about Elder Scrolls Online? I feel like Elder Scrolls
People play
Online
that.
was like Fallout 76 for the Elder Scrolls universe.
Elder
And
Scrolls Online is like Skyrim if you hate yourself. It's $70 worth of just dancing emotes and nothing else that's interesting.
Okay.
Because I played it.
Tell
I
us
played it
more,
up to-
Dan.
I played it up at level 10. I played it to level 10, which took me about maybe 5 or 6 hours to get
Yeah.
up there. To level 10, first of all. You play Skyrim for 20 minutes and you're already level 50, for one.
well, maybe you.
You're okay. That's way over exaggerating.
Yeah, it's over-exaggerating, but it's
Well,
still
yeah,
kinda
you get up
not.
to that level if you just like sneak behind a guard for 30 minutes, like,
Yeah,
and
that's
just
what I'm saying.
level up your sneak all the way.
That-
I mean,
that-
yeah,
that's
if
what
you
I'm
use
saying. There's nothing like that.
exploits,
Yeah, if you're just being like, yo, I wonder if this works, and then it fucking works, and then you're really happy about it, there's none of that in Elder Scrolls Online. It's just a bunch of people typing in a chat next to you, being like, hey, does anybody have trades? Anybody have trades? And you're just like, man, I just want to play the game.
it sounds like an MMO, Dan.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It sounds
Maybe
like
I
you
just-
just don't like MMOs.
Maybe I just don't like MMOs.
It could be.
Yeah.
Has Bethesda made a good game since Fallout 4?
Yes.
What?
Prey.
Oh. Wait, that came out in between?
Yes. That was
Are you
2016.
memeing, or was that game actually
No,
good?
no,
I
I'm
didn't
not.
play
I'm
it.
not actually memeing. Prey is
Oh, okay.
beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Prey is
I feel like
fantastically designed.
Prey is just not on my radar somehow. I don't
I've
even
heard
know what
of
it is.
I've heard of it.
It is a space survival horror game.
Oh, that's why I haven't played it. I'm a giant wuss.
No, it's okay. I can't even finish that shit. No, that shit is
Is
fucking
it that
scary.
scary?
That shit
Really?
is terrifying. You know, like
Dang.
Alien Isolation, about how like people are terrified of that game.
Well, Matt's played Alien Isolation. He's played
I
the hell
love
out of
Scary.
that.
Isolation.
It's a scary game, man. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, you get Alien Isolation, then you bring it up one step further, where a
Really?
coffee cup can turn into a mimic and start fucking
Oh.
crawling on the ground like a little goop zombie thing and come after you. Fuck that. It'll jump on your face too.
I want
They're
it.
called
Give it
face
to me. Yeah.
They're called face huggers, man.
Yeah. I love pain.
Jump on my face.
It's a good time. It's great for reactions.
Mess
on
with the dick
Twitch.
slider. Mess with it. Mess with the dick slider.
But does the alien have a dick slider?
Yes. It can turn
Hey,
into
we all
one.
know that the alien from Alien is a female, okay?
Oh,
There's
true.
no-
yeah. That's
Does it
true.
have a vagina
We all know
slider?
that. Right? Okay, never mind.
Does it have a vagina slider? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Next topic.
Next time.
Next time.
So, back on Starfield just a little bit here.
Sure.
There are a lot of different systems that they are trying to put forth, and that's why I'm saying it is a really ambitious game. There's obviously like intense like character customization and everything, but they're also including your ship. You can put any module you want on it.
I love
you
that.
can customize it to your heart's content. I think that's going to be really fun for modders to play with. And
Sure.
then there's also base building as well.
Yeah.
And those are also two of the things that people were comparing it to No Man's Sky. I don't think actually for the ship building. I don't think
No,
you could customize
no,
your ship really in No
can
Man's Sky.
to
Can you?
you can to a certain extent. You're definitely able to put like different parts on it to kind of help you out. The main thing that you're able to really customize is you get 1,000,000 credits and then you get a freighter which stays up in orbit. And that's like a gigantic like storage capacity up there, so you could send it from your ship, like whatever you're collecting down on the planet, up to the freighter. And so from there you're able to customize like the layout of the freighter, how it looks, like the paint job and everything. But
And
for
this
your
is No
ship,
Man's Sky?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is more recent updates.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say, I've recently played No Man's Sky like maybe a year or so ago, and it's a lot different.
I saw
it
they
is
had
a
a
lot
VR update to it, so you could actually play it in VR. That seemed interesting to me. I don't know how.
You're a resident VR guy.
Yeah, a lot of VR is kind of hokey when you take like bigger AAA titles and you try to
Yeah.
translate it into VR.
Already existing titles.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't know, man.
It's not great.
If anybody has done it well, and it has been Bethesda, I'm gonna be 1,000% with
Skyrim-
you. Skyrim VR is wonderful, especially with
I was gonna say it's not
with the
bad.
weaponize everything mod.
Oh yeah,
Because you
when,
can just,
yeah.
you can
Once
just
you start,
grab a chair.
yeah. Once you
just-
start bringing mods into it, and people can fine tune that VR experience and expand upon it, and you can
Yep.
and you, like. You can literally just pick up a piece of bread and smack somebody with it.
Straight up, it's awesome.
It's literally it does change the game. I have played it a bit like that, but I also maybe I've just played too much Skyrim, where it just doesn't feel. I don't know. Like maybe it's a nostalgia thing, but like playing
Play
it
it
in
in
VR
VR.
just doesn't feel right. Considering like there are a couple of VR experiences that I really really love, and none of them really include being able to move your character around an open world map. And I don't think that
Yeah.
works with VR right now. And
Movement in
that's
VR is very strange because you have to figure out like how do we get from point A to point B, and if
Yeah.
you're doing a pre-existing title that includes just basic movement, it's like, well, you can't move that way. So what do you do? So
and
and
if you
pretty
don't
sure
have an
it just-
omnidirectional treadmill, you're kind of
I'm
it's
pretty
going to
sure
break
it just
your
works
experience.
with the sticks, right?
What?
It works with just the sticks, right?
Yeah. So
yeah, but that's weird.
it breaks your immersion. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
and-
that's
and it's its own experience, and I will say that for what it is, it does work. It can be disorienting for some people. You can get used to it. I've gotten used to it at this point, but it still is just not it doesn't feel like I'm moving around in a
Like
new world.
Virtual 3D space.
Yeah, I would be much more into it if omnidirectional treadmills ever were able to be figured out right.
It's either that or you
cheaper.
just get one of those like full body tracking things and just move around in an empty room.
How many people have just an empty room laying around?
But then your empty room has to be, if you're actually moving around the entire space, your empty room has to be the same space as whatever game space that you're playing in to really make that work.
So what you're telling us is we
guess.
need to go outside.
You could at that point just skip VR
yeah.
and just go outside and play with bows and arrows.
Oh, I'm being attacked by a bear. You just get run over by a car.
Oh, I need a potion.
Back beast.
Oh, God. Hang on. Wait a minute. I'm going into my favorites menu. You have to pause. You have to pause. Why?
Respawn option does not work in
Unfortunately,
real
you're
life.
not going to be eating 50 cheese wheels to get yourself out of that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Says you.
I mean, okay.
By the way, the new meta
Joke's
for
on you, I'm lactose
Starfield is
tolerant.
not cheese, it is sandwiches.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
You can collect a lot of sandwiches.
Okay.
I don't know why they chose
my
that
attention.
specifically, but if it works, I mean...
there is something that I am incredibly excited for, and it's one of the main reasons why I'm still considering giving this game a shot. Did either of you happen to look at the Direct?
I think Matt did.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the whole thing.
Have you seen the shit at the end where you had like force powers?
I think I missed that.
Yeah, no, that was at the very
I
end.
definitely missed that.
That was at the very end where they were doing like the big cinematic like montage of all the cool things. It's just like, here's what we learned with like Dora the Explorer's like, we did it, yeah, just in the background. But at the very end, they went super cinematic with it, and your hand starts glowing, and you're just like, "Wah," and then you pull them all down like Sigma's ultimate.
Oh, it's like Space Dovahkiin. Yeah.
You're the space dragonborn.
I just want shouts back, man.
Press right button to shout. That's what's going to end up happening.
That's all I want is I just want shouts back. If nothing else, I just want throw voice. I want to be able to go into a bandit camp and just be like, "Hey, Melon Nose." I want to do it. Or in this case, "Hey, Dick Slider." See, that's a good way to jump back.
I want the shout, since it's like a futuristic society. I want whenever you go to do a shout, it just comes out as like the dial-up modem sounds. Just like foos rope.
Unrecognized item in the bagging area. That's good. That's good. I would love that.
When you were talking about having shouts in Starfield, I can't help but think, considering they have so many planets and mod support, somebody could easily... You have a whole planet, basically. Somebody
Just turn it into Tamriel.
You could literally put every previous Bethesda game in that game now.
It's an explorable planet.
You could have each planet be its own game.
Bro, if they ever finish up with the Sky Oblivion mod, that team needs to get on that shit. Cause yeah, it might come out in the next 15 years, but you better believe it's gonna be.
I don't know how to at them.
Dude,
who are they? How do we at them and let them know that is not something that everybody wants in this game?
Starfield can run Doom.
Yo, one of them can be Mars.
You can have a Doom planet. Why not?
I love that. I love that very much.
Wasn't that a thing a long time ago? It was like, can it run Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically for TI-84 calculators.
Oh, okay.
Which they can.
Hey.
That's
it's
something
true.
Starfield definitely can.
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
that can help pad out the other like 9,000 planets that are uninhabited.
Yeah.
I am worried about that.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think they're going to have enough to fill all of that space.
So
without it getting repetitive.
What do you mean by uninhabited?
So there are over 1,000, they said, worlds that you can visit. We're saying planets. And only 10% of them, 100 of them, are going to be inhabited. Like they're going to have like life or like civilization on them. The other 900 are going to be like you could go there. They're going to be like resource rich, so you can go there to get resources to like build your base and upgrade your ship and stuff like that.
My main thing whenever it comes to that is that I'm pretty sure if they mean uninhabited, they probably mean they don't have people on it. And it's just specifically human life on it. Most of these planets are more than likely going to have at least some kind of flora and fauna on it. Because that's how No Man's Sky was. Of course, it definitely started looking kind of samey over the years. Because you can only have so many guy that has big neck. You can only have so many of those, like Alolan Executor.
I know what they can do. Guys, I know what they can do to populate all the planets.
Butt sliders?
No, maybe, but no. All they need to do is port Spore into the game.
I mean, that's not even
and then
a bad
use
idea.
the Spore randomizer to just have everyone submit like 100,000 people submit their best Spore aliens.
See, now that's an idea.
And just
that could really
populate
get the community
each planet
going.
with a couple of different Spore aliens.
Straight
You'll
up,
have ones with just like super long schlong looking like appendages. You have
Dick
ones that just
sliders all
look
the way
like
to the right.
dick sliders all the way up. Like you have ones with just giant feathers and a pair of eyes. Like it just that's it.
See,
that's all you
awesome,
have to do.
Dude.
That's all you have to do.
That'd be a fantastic way to get the community involved. I'm actually not even memeing with this. This would be a fantastic way to get the community involved. Just be like, yo, tell your kid to draw something stupid and we'll put it in the game. Because we have no other ideas.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like mods are like the biggest reason for anybody to get excited about this game. Like, are they just giving us like just a good enough skeleton of a game for us to just turn into whatever we want when we start adding?
I don't
mods
think they've
to it?
told us everything. I really don't think that they've told us jack shit. They may have told us maybe like a 3% of what that game's got. And this is not me just like riding Bethesda's ass or anything, but my main thing is that like I said, it's probably going to have some kind of flora and fauna on it, but it's a Bethesda game. So these barren wasteland planets, sure, it's all deserts or water worlds, whatever. They're blank canvases pretty much for random activities. Random encounters, because that is what Bethesda is best at. Just short, tiny little stories spread throughout that they can make 2,000 of and just put them in the game randomly. Like,
speaking of like random
Mike the
encounters,
Liar could be in there.
They did say that there will be it's not everything is going to be happening in the planets because this is a space game. So there's dogfights in space, and there's even random encounters where like you can choose how you want to like take out your enemy, or if like if there's like a specific story thing that comes up, like I don't know, you get like a distress beacon and you get to go like, I don't know, maybe there's like alien references on there to come back to Alien, but
For sure. My big thing
now
is
it's a
that,
horror
like,
game suddenly.
Because like also from the direct, we also learned that there's like 4 factions in this game that you can choose to be a part of or just choose to destroy, because Bethesda game you can do either or.
Dark Brotherhood in space.
My thing is that these different factions, they probably have ways of scouting out other planets. So you're more than likely going to end up in somebody's territory where some defenses or some scout drones are going to be waiting around just to shoot at you. And that's a fun little thing just to add some
that's gonna be a
just
big
to
part
add
of
some
it.
things so you're not sitting down on the planet, right?
Yeah.
And just being like, yes, diamond ore all around me. The
Where's my
floor is made of
pickaxe?
floor. Yeah, the floor is made of floor, and the floor is made of diamonds. I'm rich. No, there's probably going to be something that doesn't want you to take the diamond ore.
Yeah.
Something. And they haven't really told us what that is. It could even be a planetary problem. Like, there might be, like, a gas in the atmosphere that could, like, do constant poison damage. And you need to, like, go to one of these factions to be like, yo, one of these planets that you got sucks ass. What do you do about it? Like, y'all really chose the terrible planet to have as part of your system. What the fuck? Why not blow it up? And they're just like, it's because it's because, and then they're just like, yo, sorry, dude, we forgot to mention that the noxious gas planet is the one with the diamonds on it. I'd be like, oh fuck, I need those. Damn it, I need those for my speed run. I need to get to the Nether.
We need to. I was gonna say we need to get to the Nether. How am I supposed to make an enchanting table?
How am I supposed to beat my PB under these conditions? I have to beat Dream.
Well,
it's okay. It's okay. All right.
So do you guys think Starfield has any chance of beating out Baldur's Gate 3 for Game of the Year?
no.
Damn.
There's no way.
I mean, you know what? That's not fair. We need to see it first.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
We're just assuming.
Yeah, it's hard to compare a game that is already out and making just massive waves in the gaming community to a game that has. We don't know what's really.
We're comparing it to Bethesda's history, which is why we're approaching it the way that we are. But we shouldn't. In all fairness, we should wait for the game to come out and see how it is.
I mean, if we're doing it based on Bethesda's history, if we're looking at their good history, which is everything except for Fallout 76, it's probably got some good contending chances.
They're definitely gonna contend. And
it's not gonna be Game of the Year.
This might be like the conspiracy theorist in me a little bit, being like, I wonder, because like, who votes on what the Game of the Year is? Is it the fans? Is it like
how much money
panel?
It makes, I think.
Is it like something like that? Because if it's like some kind of panel, like, all of these different developers are coming out being like, "Yo, fuck Baldur's Gate. All my homies hate Baldur's Gate."
This post was made by the Starfield gang.
Yeah.
And they're all just standing. They're all just standing there doing different like Elder Scrolls themed gang signs.
Yeah. And what I'm trying to say is, if Starfield comes out and it is a Bethesda game,
which one?
Yes. And it ends up winning Game of the Year over Baldur's Gate, I'll be a little suspicious, is what I'm saying. But if it comes out and it ends up being really, really good and everyone actually loves it and they actually knock it out of the park, even with the lofty expectations that we have for it, like, then maybe it deserves it, you know?
I really hope that Starfield is going to be...
We want it to be
a really, really good game.
Yeah.
And also considering,
it might be a nominee.
Yeah.
It might be a nominee. I don't see it winning.
Baldur's Gate is also just not really my style of game.
I want to try it. I haven't played it.
I would like to try it as well.
Really
I'd love to see it. It seems really fun. But I can see Baldur's Gate and also Starfield being both nominees. This is also the bias in me, but they've got some fucking hard competition this year.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
They got some tough competition this year because I don't know if it came out this year, but Tears of the Kingdom came out.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Tears of the
How
Kingdom
did we
came
forget
out.
about that?
We've got 2 months until the actual Game of the Year winner, Spider-Man 2 for PS5, comes out. Might be a little bit biased, but that's fine.
Maybe a little bit.
Tears of the Kingdom is fucking car simulator Legend of Zelda.
I haven't heard, and I don't know if we have time to get into Tears of the Kingdom all that much, but like I feel like it made waves for like a week, and then I just haven't heard much about it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Then.
I don't hear about that shit at all.
Like Breath of the Wild, it was just like you heard nothing but Breath of the Wild for months and months. and months after it came out.
No.
And
Breath
now
of the
Tears
Wild...
of the Kingdom came out, and like people seem to like it, but just something about it is like not carrying as far as Breath of the Wild did.
I read an article about the Zelda games.
Lyle would. So you know what? Honestly, Dan, whenever it comes to Zelda games, let's wait until we can have Lyle here again.
Yeah,
and maybe we can maybe we'll let him go next time, and we can maybe discuss this next time for the.
He's gonna look directly into the camera and be like, "It's going to be Game of the Year. I don't care what you say." Also, check out my new tattoo.
Yeah,
that's what he'll say.
Yeah, that sounds like something.
See, Lyle, that's what you said. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great job, Lyle.
It would
Because I had to look.
like this.
He'd
I
be up
think.
there.
I don't know.
Yeah, he'd
I
be
think
up
my
there
camera's
for me,
backwards.
I think.
That's fine.
I don't know.
Anyway.
But no, I definitely think that both of those games are going to have some tough ass competition. I'm pretty sure. Did it come out last year? God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah,
Did that come out last
Yeah,
year?
I think that,
That was
did
last
get Game
year.
of the Year last year.
It did.
Yeah, I know that
No,
won
wait,
a
no,
bunch of stuff.
no, that's a
last
lie.
year.
That's a lie. Elden Ring got it last year.
What was that Resident Evil? Oh, Elden Ring. That makes sense.
Elden Ring got it last
But I mean,
year.
I think
Resident
God of War
Evil
still
4
won awards.
Oh yeah, no,
just
they
not Game of the
won.
Year. Just not Game of the Year.
They won best voice acting 2 years in a row, man.
Yeah.
Because Christopher Judge is insane for one. Man doesn't even have to do that much. Man does not
does
even
say
have to
boy
say
over
that
and
much.
over
He's
again.
just gonna sit there and just be like, boy. And
Boy.
I mean, and then you got Sonny Soljic's fantastic performance as Atreus, especially as teenage Atreus. Holy shit, for one.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the crowd that's never played either one of these games. It's fine. I understand, viewers.
I have no idea exactly what
It's okay.
I have it. I need to play it.
They're
I
great
haven't
games.
played it
They're
yet.
great games. I highly recommend them.
Excellent.
But no, just from the shit that I've seen, from the little bit of release that I've seen about Spider-Man 2, that's a tough choice. That's
Is
a
that
tough
releasing-
thing to ask.
That's releasing next year.
That's releasing this year
This year? Spider-Man?
in October, my dude.
Oh, wow.
So I
Okay.
got until October to get a PS5, or otherwise I'm gonna piss myself. Because if I'm not being able to sit there as it's getting hyped the fuck up, I'm gonna be sad. Because
Matt, do you have any final things to talk about or add?
yes. It's getting about
One
that
quick thing
time.
about Baldur's Gate 3. It's penis. It's penis C. That's if anybody was wondering. And also, it gives you a little buff to lockpicking. I'm pretty sure. So, and if it doesn't, it should.
Wait, no, the
But-
dick slider makes you a better lockpick?
It should. It really
That's-
should.
So you're just like, these picks aren't doing it right. It's just like, all right, well.
Oh wait, I got that wrong. It was B.
The
not C.
slider gives you
Yeah.
better control, better motor skills, as it were. It's just like, oh man, and the depth lock. Oh, these are usually worse than the expert ones.
So I think that does kind of bring us to the end of the episode. We are getting just beyond 45 minutes in. I enjoyed this. I think we got some good stuff going on.
Yeah,
For sure.
Thank you guys for talking with me, and thank you viewers for listening to Oddly Coded. That's us.
Tell them to follow us on the things.
Don't. Yeah, no. We're on
Follow us
TikTok.
on
and
TikTok
We're on
and
TikTok.
Instagram. We're
Yeah.
at
Other
Oddly
social
Coded
media.
on both of those things.
We'll
I run
figure
the
out
accounts.
Spotify at some point.
Watch our shorts; they won't push them.
Yeah.
Well, on YouTube anyway.
They won't
push
push
'em
them on YouTube Shorts, and I don't get it.
Yeah. But
Any final thoughts there, Steej?
yeah, follow us on all the things. Follow us for more dick sliders, and yeah, that's about as much as I got.
The oddly coded menu, the dick slider is now on sale. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lyle's dead.